Nice. Yeah, I go. Hello, GM, everyone. Thanks for joining this early morning. My presentation, appreciate it a lot. My name is Sasha. I'm leading the partnerships at 1inch Network, and today I'm going to talk to you about something really not really deep tech. I want to share with you our experience on how we're using the GameFi trend, gamification, to onboard more users, to turn your users into your fans. And there will be some examples of our experience. We also did research of our partners, and I will just share some results and also tools. Here we are. So as far as it's a gaming track, there is who playing the games here, at least? All right, I'm glad you're here. So, but it's not only just the games. You know, there was an Eric Berne who wrote the book people who are playing the games and games who are playing the people. So it's not just a game that we all know, like Web2 games. It's also games with our minds. That's why gamification is maybe something really, really easy way to get into user. But I will tell a bit this. I will speak about this more a bit later. Coming back to the CryptoKitties, that was the very early first blockchain game. Who use this actually gamification and attract more Web2 users to actually blockchain. But then this game also shows that the technology actually wasn't ready yet, and it's very slow and it's still very expensive. I'm happy right now we have all these L2s and we can use this gamification and onboard more users. But anyways, who thinks that actually create CryptoKitties boost the gamification and actually attract more people to the blockchain, at least the interest? Is there anything? Yeah, okay, good, thank you. Me too. It also shows that the technology is not ready. That's why in our case, we have really good technology, but maybe not everyone can be informed about this technology. That's why gamification can actually attract stuff. So those are takeaways. Right now we are in bear market, and maybe those takeaways, it's actually, according to DAppRadar, it was last year, actually 2022 statistics. Yeah, thank you guys. thanks DAppRadar guys. And still this trend is keep going, and that means that we can still use this gamification in the market. So let's come back to the topic. So it was very short summary about the GameFi itself. What I wanted to share here is that not really on-chain deep tech can be applicable for the blockchain. We are DeFi protocol. Everyone, maybe some of you will be thinking what 1inch is actually, how 1inch is connected to the GameFi. But we are in marketing using these tools to actually onboard the next billion users here. And why? It's because it increases engagement and awareness. And there is a DeFi Racer example later. It also allows you to create more than just a game, meaning that with these quizzes, gamification, you can also promote your product like staking, swapping, gamifying the marketing. And also it's an opportunity to reach more wider audience. Web2 gamers already techie guys. So you just have to show the benefits of DeFi, Web3, blockchain, and it's just one step behind your product. DeFi Racer. So how it comes? We have 1inch wallet. And inside of 1inch wallet, you can actually play the games in the Web3 browser. And it happens it was one of our very early morning stand-ups. We were joking, brainstorming, and then what if we just create the game? It was back in 2021. And in 1 month, we create Web2 game. And then we just create the rules where it was a tournaments where people have to fight with each other by just racing the cars. And then we get them rewarded. If you can check the results, so this is actually, this is challenge explanation, but I already tell you this. If you want to check the real examples and real rules, you can go to our blog. Coming back to the results, Once we released it, it was actually before the New Year's Eve. So from even Christmas Eve, from 24th of December till 1st of March, people were playing the games. We had different rules, different stages, different tournaments, and we had over 10,000 installs. Just because we released these games. And it's not even on-chain game. It's just a normal game with who people were able to play within the browser in 1inch Wallet. So the idea was to actually ask people to go to the iOS, install the wallet, then go inside, play the game, and they actually got rewarded. And we were surprised, and of course, I put it here like a double X engagement rate. Nobody can count the engagement rate. But when we were checking the chats, we were very surprised because everyone even fighting, oh, you actually counted this bad. And it was like very hot Christmas Eve for us, meaning that it works at least for our product. Just normal DeFi protocol implemented the game and we got our users. This is first example. Actually, if you want to try, it's still available. Unfortunately, due to all iOS restriction, we have to remove it from the public page. But scanning this code, you can install the wallet. Now I'm also using this stage to actually onboard our users. And go to this link, racing.game1inch.io, and you will check this game. It's still available, but unfortunately only on iOS systems. So what else you can do with this, and we will do with this game? We will upgrade this game sooner, and also you can add your partners to have their separate teams to compete with each other, and like you can attract different communities to still use your project. For example, there is 1inch community, there is Uniswap community. They have their team guild. We have our team guild. We are announcing this in Twitter. They are fighting with each other. Twitter shower. Community shower, and this is just done without any like additional spending, cost spending. Also, there is some other, for example, very early stage project who wants to partner with your brand, like it might be like early stage access, and that you can just, sometimes it's not beneficial to partner with a very early stage projects, to be honest, but you can just invite them to sponsor the race, and then they have still the car with the branding, and in this case, you will get the benefits for your product as well. And brand integration, so that's it. And like, what was the example? Yeah, actually, yeah, last year in September, we were sponsoring the 0x Olympics. It was competition between Web3 guilds like Avocado DAO, Axie Infinity DAO. It was Merit Circle DAO. They are competing with each other by playing the games like Axie Infinity, Titan Arena, and Cyball. And the idea was to actually promote 1inch Wallet there as well. So the gamers were playing. There was a broadcasting for 10 different languages, and they were playing, but still installing the wallet. So that is like kind of also another opportunity for your brand. What else? We are DeFi protocol. There are some different games and communities who are Web3 already, and they have the community already. How we can partner? So create the quizzes, create the raffles. We partnered with the Illuvium game, who has like over 1 million users, and just did some, and we did like custom NFTs and did the Twitter show communities. I guess if you're working in the marketing, you know this. And another good example is Ledgerverse. So they partnered with the Sandbox. They did this like kind of learning campaign inside of the Sandbox. So, and both projects were beneficial because Sandbox got the Ledger users, and Ledger sold in statistics, they showed that they solved like million devices within just partnering the Sandbox game. Maybe better to ask Ledger guys here on the stage, but that's what I saw from their report. Another thing is like good example where you just having the NFT competition, like creating, if you don't have a budget, you can just create a custom NFT and target really big brand who knows in the Web2 world. So this is Another good example, I'll go in, it's also a good example where it's just the collaboration, like sponsorship, a collaboration, but it's not for the bear market. You still have to spend budget for these top collaborations. I guess it's maybe something when the bull market comes, you can consider. Another thing that OneInch using here is the quizzes. So we just created the quiz with 10 questions about the product. And here on the booth, we have fancy, cool snowboards, skateboards, and when community comes to our booth, they are like passing through the quiz, and then they get rewarded with OneInch tokens, and then there is a raffle, and then Twitter show where this cool snowboards, skateboards. If you go to the Twitter, you can check. It also works, especially in Denver. We had over 2,000 mentions without, and we just paid for the one snowboard with the OneInch brand. That was our cost for the users onboarding. Another thing is POAPs. I can tell you the example. In Money 2020, we had so Money 2020 is like fintech conference where the top banks, financial institutions attending, and we were this year the only one DeFi protocol. But our idea was actually to onboard next billion users. We wanted to promote DeFi to the guys who like very custodial. We wanted to promote self-custody in there. And what we did, we hide NFC tags with a unicorn across the whole venue and asked them to install the wallet and redeem the POAP and put the kind of explanations all over the venue, and we were surprised because people still interested. For example, in this Denver, we had only 10 redeems of this pop hunting thing. In Money 2020, over 100 people who knows about crypto like that. Oh, I heard about Bitcoin. Yeah, crypto is cool. Those guys went to the whole venue. They found this NFC tags and like 100 people collected 7 POAPs, and yeah, they got rewarded. So be creative with your team and try to maybe save budget, but onboard users with these games, because there was like one team came to us. I will come back. Like there was a competition between the one of the banks. So one guy did this, and then they were like competing with each other inside of one team. Like I do this, I want to do this. Do you know where is this? Any clues where is it? Where are the 7 POAPs? So like just my experience, it really works. What else? Learn and learn campaigns, my favorite ones. So we're on the world of self-custody. People do not understand what is the difference between custody and self-custody, and we're using such brands like Revolut to actually promote the self-custody in their wallets, what it means. So you just allocate some budget to reward the users who goes to Revolut and pass through the quiz, and those are results that we got from the half-year campaign with the Revolut. So Learn and Learn could be also applicable anywhere. For example, there is a Binance Academy, there is like Alchemy who always doing this Learn and Learn campaigns. When you actually like when you have a budget to actually allocate, you can do this. But at the same time, you can just reward people with an NFTs and then maybe create like some custom NFT clubs for those who actually got the rewarded, and for example, get an access to the parties or like your private events, or like public launch, whitelisting for your public launches. Like this is also another. Our favorite instrument is actually meme firing. What it means, like, you know, like we're in the blockchain world. It's an open source. Of course, when one partner releases one product, someone will actually want it to, especially if it improves the cost, the speed, or something. Another partner wants to stay on the same stage and do the same. But you cannot just tell the person, "Hey, why are you doing that? Why you copy that?" You can just do some very gentle jokes, and community also started to help you, because community in crypto loves joking. That's how you actually can play with your competitors, and this is what we really love, like in OneInch, and our community loves it a lot. What I wanted to say, we all have a really good projects in technical side, but don't forget about the marketing. Don't forget to play with your audience. Be creative, and let's build change and onboard more users to the audience. And I'll be happy to talk about any kind of creative collaborations with you. I'm on the booth on the separate building, third floor. Our team very happy. Thank you a lot for being here.